What's going on, Geminites? Gem Mint here. You know we had to do the top 10 comic books of 2020. This is my first time ever doing this segment, so it was kind of difficult to pick which comic book series were my favorite, but I was able to whittle it down to 10, put them in order, and we're going to go through them right now. Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We're giving away this Batman The Killing Joke CGC 9.8 once we hit 110,000 subscribers. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'll tell you what you got to do to enter. Also, got to check out our exclusive variant cover for Vampirella issue 16, drawn by Ken Haser. You can only get it here at our Indiegogo campaign. We've surpassed 120 backers. We're creeping up towards $9,000, and we're trying to hit our stretch goal of 10K to unlock the next perk. So check out the Indiegogo in the description below. All right, so some of these series may have started in 2019. I really just try to think of what comics in my pull list do I look forward to the most? Which ones do I grab first? Which ones do I seem to enjoy the most after reading them all? Number 10 on the list is going to be Star Wars Darth Vader. This has been a great series by Pak, Inenso, and Menon, and it takes place after Darth Vader's failure during The Empire Strikes Back. So it's cool to see him kind of being scolded by Emperor Palpatine, going on a mission, trying to find out what happened to Padme, what happened to Darth Vader after the Death Star blew up. It's been a great series with great artwork and one that I truly enjoy. Number 9 on the list is going to be the Maestro miniseries by Peter David. You also have Herman Peralta, Dale Keown, Jesus Arbatov, and Jason Keith. This one kind of took me by surprise. You see Maestro, but you don't really know his origin. How did Bruce Banner become this tyrant leader, this ruler of this dystopian future? Well, Peter David takes on the Hulk mantle once again to explain exactly how that went down. Who was the previous Maestro? How did Bruce get power? And I'm excited for the new series that this is leading into. This was just a 5-issue miniseries, but it really took me by surprise, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, guys, number 8. Firepower by Robert Kirkman. You also have art by Chris Samney. I was really hooked by the little prelude trade paperback that came out seemingly out of nowhere, and it seems like Kirkman's been doing that a lot lately, kind of surprise books thrown at us. But I really like the lore, this new world that he created where our main character Owen trains in the Himalayas. He unleashes the firepower within, the ability to hurl fireballs. I love the world that he built and the conflict that's ensuing that has gone from the mountains of the Himalaya back to America where Owen lives with his wife and kids, but his past is coming back to haunt him and he's got to fight his way through. Excellent kind of little kung fu book, got Street Fighter vibes, and one that I always look forward to when it comes out that week. All right, guys, number 7, I had to give it to Batman, more specifically James Tynion IV's run that starts here in issue 75. It just ended with issue 105. It does have an annual coming out, and then it's supposed to resume after Future State. But this starts off with City of Bane. He had great artists on here. You had Daniel, Maury, Gerards, but I know that there has been other creators and artists on the run as well. But if you think about what Tynion did, I mean, you had City of Bane, you had the death of Alfred, you had Joker War, you had Clown Hunter, you had this new team up with Ghostmaker, which seems to be kind of what the future of Batman holds. Bruce Wayne is now no longer rich as he was. It doesn't live in the Wayne Manor anymore. He's in the heart of Gotham. Has great artwork throughout this series, and I like what Tynion has done. He kind of really brought the title back from a lot of fan disappointment with the previous run, and I know that I've said in my recent reviews that I've been enjoying Detective a little bit more, but I haven't been enjoying it longer than I have Tynion doing Batman, right? From 75 to 105, it's a big chunk of issues, and it deserved to be on the list. All right, guys, number 6 here, I had to go with 3 Jokers by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabuk. I know that a lot of you guys were disappointed that it didn't really tie into the Dark Side War where it was teased, Batman asking the Mobius chair, who is the Joker? And then the chair responding, there's three Jokers. So it took that kind of little concept, but it's a different story. Some of the best artwork you're going to see in comic books this year. Jason Fabuk did an amazing job. Jeff Johns, a great writer. I really like how they made this story kind of Bruce, Batgirl, Jason Todd with the 3 Jokers. It was a short series, but it had everybody wondering, is anyone the real Joker? Which one is it? What's going on here? So it was a well-drawn, interesting story, even though there was some fan disappointment that it didn't really tie in to that original tease. All right, guys, we're halfway through, and we got to go. Something is Killing the Children, another James Tynion IV. This one's by Boom Studios. This is just one of those indie books that comes out of nowhere, a cool monster story with gritty, dark, shadowy artwork that really is just a page-turner. It has gore, it has monsters, it has a badass main character who is able to kill these monsters, and it's just one of those books that, you know, every time it's in the poll, it's going to be one of the best reads of that week. Something's Killing the Children. All right, number 4, guys, you know I gotta go. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. He's joined by many artists throughout his arc, Chichetto, Menez on this issue. Now, I caught up on this in single issues from one of our friends, so I don't have issue number 1, so I figured I'd pull the most recent issue, which was really a banger issue. I think by this time, the embargo of spoilers has been lifted, but Matt Murdock turned himself in for the accidental death of one of his victims, or one of the bad guys. Elektra will take up the mantle as Daredevil to try to get him back because she needs him to do something that she needs him to do. So it's been a great run so far. It's been really an interesting story that Zdarsky has penned here. And it's funny because he's supposed to be taking over Batman as well. So definitely looking forward to that. All right, number 3, we're going to go with Venom by Donny Cates. Same story here. I got caught up in trade, so I don't have issue 1. But this is the most recent issue, and we are kind of right in the beginning of the King in Black, the big story arc that really this title has been building up to the entire time. His team up with Ryan Stegman has been seemingly bringing the best out of each other. I feel like it's Ryan Stegman's best work. Donnie and him seem to have like a real friendship. You see them doing private signings together and messing around on Twitter and everything. But he's really fleshed out Eddie Brock like no one has done before. Great story arcs. Absolute Carnage, Venom Beyond, and now King in Black, introducing his son Dylan. Dylan seemingly having powers now as well. Very interesting stuff, and really delving deep into this mythos of what the symbiotes really are. Then number 2 on the list, man, I have been loving this series, and it just ended, and I just got issue 1 from our boy Johnny Rosado for Christmas, so we appreciate that, man. Thank you. But issue 1 here with Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino. Great horror mystery book on Image. Man, such a mind twist. This gotta get adapted into some kind of show, man. You have the Smiling Man, this devil type character, this black barn, which our main character seems to be driven to finding the pieces of it and putting it together. It messes with time, it messes with the multiverse, and I really need to give credit to Andrea Sorrentino for his storyboarding, his paneling, which really can tell a story within itself. Super creepy with the cockroach. This guy, the Smiling Man, is like the king of the cockroaches with their sound effects all through it. Great read. I'm looking forward to the hardcover so I could reread this and try to make some sense of some of the things that I missed. All right, guys, here we go. Number 1. If you know me, you already know what this is. Thor by Donny Cates. I have been loving this run. He's joined by Nick Klein and Matt Wilson. Donnie does a great job of digging into these characters' past, something that you wouldn't have even thought of, and just kind of bringing it to the forefront, like this current run with Donald Blake, and how Donald Blake basically is this completely different personality that goes into this pocket dimension whenever he used to hit his staff and become Thor. But the beginning stuff, man, the first arc of this was such an epic arc. It introduced the Black Winter, this villain that came over from the prior universe that came before ours, along with Galactus. You had battles with Galactus where he was his herald. You have interactions with Silver Surfer Black, battles with Beta Ray Bill that were just amazing. Great storytelling here. I was never really a big Thor fan, but really Donny Cates won me over, and it's my favorite superhero title that's ongoing right now. So guys, those are my top 10 comics for 2020. I'm a superhero guy. I know I'm going to get a lot of beef for not enough independent titles, even though I think we had a couple in there. But I like superheroes. I do read a lot of Image books and IDW and Boom. I've been slacking on these new publishers that came out of nowhere, man, like these AWAs and Aftershocks and all these other publishers that I do try to pick up number 1s here and there. But let me know what your favorite comics were this year. And regarding the giveaway, all you got to do to be entered to the giveaway for this Killing Joke 9.8 is be subscribed to this channel and comment down below. Once we hit 110,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a live stream, pick a random video where I promoted this giveaway, and use a random YouTube comment generator to pick a name. We will ship worldwide. Just got to be subscribed and comment down below. That's it for now, guys. Check out my other top 10s in the playlist to the right and stay minty fresh. Peace.